Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, I'm going to share with you an unboxing for the Scrapping for Less's June card kit. It's called A Walk in the Park, and I've got all of the collections here. I have the entire kit, banana split level and all, and I'm going to go through and walk you through each and every piece of it. But first, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the two different clubs that you can be in. So you've got Double Dip and you've got Banana Split. So Double Dip, you're always going to get 4 collections, and they will be coordinating. Each one will have its own little theme to it. So you've got like a picnic time, let's hang out. This one has pond life and on the playground. You are also going to get coordinating cardstock, colored cardstocks. So this month there's the list of the colors that are there, and those are always going to coordinate with your paper packs. And you also get 2 sheets of the 110-pound Neenah Classic White, which you can use for your coloring or you can use them as card bases. And then if we move up to the banana split level, you're also going to get some extra goodies that also will coordinate with everything else that's in the pack. So for this one, the tag die set, I do not have yet because it's still at the manufacturer, but as soon as I get it, I will use it in the next one. There's also a stencil and a couple of Nuvo drops. So this is going to be different every month. The banana split level part is different every single month. There's going to be other things in there, just depends on what coordinates and what you're going to get. So I'm going to go through and open up all of the packs. I'm going to show you all the paper, and we're going to go through everything right now. So, also this sheet right here is available on the website to download so that you can check out everything that's in there. What else is available every single month? There are card sketches. So for each month, there's going to be 4 card sketches. And if for some reason these ones aren't your favorite, you can always go back into the library and you can pick other card sketches from other months. Get your favorites however you want to do it, but there will always be 4. And a couple of them are by Scrapping for Less, and then you've got a couple from some other places. Let's see what we got. My Favorite Things, and then the Operation Right Home. So we've got some really good sketches here. So now I'm just going to kind of put my little paper packs to the side, and I'm going to go through the actual paper. I'm going to get my list out so that I can not mess this up. So we've got 2 sheets of the Solar White Neenah, and that's 110-pound. Great card bases, also great for coloring. So you stamp out your images in color. Next up, we have, this one is Red Hot. Then we've got the Blue Raspberry. This one is Gumdrop Green, Lemon Drop, Brown Craft, and black licorice. So those are all your coordinating cardstocks, and they go perfectly with your kits. I'm going to leave them down so you can see. And we're going to start with collection number 1. So in collection number 1, you can already see it is adorable. I love this. This one is called Picnic Time. Once I get this thing all opened up, I will show you everything that's inside. I can see some adorable little die cuts in there that I just cannot wait to get my hands on. So I'm going to start with the papers, and we've got this nice little, it almost looks like a picnic tablecloth, the red and white. I think it's called gingham. And then you've got this little floral pattern on the back. All of the papers are by Scrapping for Less, and they are all double-sided. They're a nice thick quality, and they also have like a slightly glossy accent to them. So very, very nice papers. So you got this adorable, oh, they're so cute. So little ants in the basket. And then here you've got a nice stripe pattern and some watermelons. This is some strawberry, looks like strawberry lemonade and regular lemonade, and then a nice white and yellow polka dot. chicken in a basket, and some more polka dots on the back. And then you've got these cute little strawberries and hearts, and then hearts on the back. And you can see here that these colors coordinate with your cardstocks very nicely. We've got some Gina Marie enamel dots. Those are some clear ones. And then look at all these die cuts. So I'm going to go through them all so you can see them all. So you've got a ketchup. This is also made out of the same paper as your pattern papers. So they're nice thick quality, and they're kind of glossy on the outside as well. Got your mustard. These ants are adorable. I think they're so, so cute. You've got a whole bunch of them in here. Strawberry lemonade, regular lemonade. He's got his little picnic basket. I love how the little cheeks are all like rosy little cheeks. Some chicken. I love that. More chicken. This guy's got a hamburger. And then this one is the Picnic Time, and it's got the little ants on it. So there's all your die cuts, and then here is your stamp set, which is also by Scrapping for Less, and you've got these two little ants here, one with the chicken in the basket, one carrying a basket, and then you've got your sentiments here. The missing you, and the life needs a few more. I think it says polka dots and picnics. So this is everything in collection number 1, and we're going to move on to collection number 2. This one is called Let's Hang Out. This has got a nice yellow and brown pattern. It's got some little monkeys I can see. I love the ribbon I can see. So we're going to get started first with the paper. I'll show you all the papers. Oh, you also get an envelope. So you should have 4 envelopes. I'm not sure what I did with the envelope in the first collection, but you have 4. So we've got this nice brown and yellow polka dots. And here you've got your diamond pattern. It looks like stars on the back. This one's got some monkeys and the bananas and some stars on the back. This one's got some hearts and some little stars on the back. Bananas and a chevron, and then the monkeys on the vine and some stripes. Adorable. Next is the twine. So this twine it's not twine, green leaf ribbon. Get that straight. We've got some enamel dots. These are by Gina Marie. I love them. They're so glossy. And they go very well with the kit. And then you've got your stamp set, also by Scrapping for Less. You got a couple of monkeys, and they're on the jungle gym. And it says, "Let's hang out 6 feet apart." Super cute. So that is everything in the collection number 2 called Let's Hang Out. Now we're going to move on to collection number 3, which is called Pond Life. Get all the contents out so I can show you everything. This one has some yellow daisies by Doris in them, and I'm going to pop them all up here so you can see them. There's a whole bunch of them in here. And these are the paper flowers. And it looks like, just from what I've seen so far, these would actually go with every single one of these kits. So you can totally use these anywhere you want. You've got some enamel dots, Gina Marie, and those are kind of like a very soft coral color. We've got our papers. I'm going out of order. Shame on me. So we've got some paper boats and some not stars. Why do I keep saying stars? Diamond patterns. Got some pretty flowers here. These look like all kind of like pond flowers, lilies, and water flowers. Got some dots on the back. Got some cattails, and that is a very pretty coral color. And then a whole nother colorway, but the same pattern of the water flowers and the little frogs with lily pads, and some dots on the back, polka dots. Then your stamp set is this nice little scene set here. You've got some water, and you've got cattails and a frog and a bench and a boat, all kinds of stuff to create a really cute scene. And then you've also got a sequin pack right there, which I'll show you in just a second once I start getting some of this stuff out of the way. There are your sequins for this one. And those are by Scrapping for Less. I'm looking at the last kit here. It also has some sequins in it. So my brain is thinking of which one I want, because I know I want to do a shaker card. So now I'm just trying to figure out which one, between all those sketches, which one I want to make my shaker card out of. So collection number 4 is called On the Playground, and it's some beautiful bright primary colors. Absolutely love the colors on this. Got some bicycles and some triangles. Here is some arrows and nice plain blue on the back. Hopscotch and chevrons. Some little playground balls and the suns, clouds, and oh, that's a nice like sky type background right there. And then this with the playgrounds and the sleds. Now you've got some green and white twine by Doris. Your sequin pack by Scrapping for Less. Some more enamel dots by Gina Marie. Some nice pretty green ones. And then your stamp set is also by Scrapping for Less, and it's a nice little slide with your sentiment. So that is everything in the 4 collections. And now we're going to move on to the banana split level. So here we have a stencil which is absolutely fabulous. Look at this stencil. This is one of those things that you need in your stash for sure. And then what just flashed by you really fast, so if you want to, you can pause and go back, is the die set that it's not here yet for me, but it will definitely be there for you when you get your kits. So if you want to head back and take a peek at it, so this one is got all different types of grasses all the way around the outside. So you've got like some pond grass, you've got some regular grass, looks like yard grass, and then you got some taller stuff on the sides, and then you've got some nice fat ones on there, and then you've got clouds in the middle, this is a great one for your stash. Love, love, love this. And it's a nice thick quality too, so it's going to be really easy for you to use. I've got a couple bottles of Nuvo drops. I'm not sure if everybody gets the same colors or not. I won't attest to that, but these are full-size bottles, and we've got some, let's see, I think it's a red, dandelion, and this one is called Blushing Red. So you've got the dandelion yellow, the blushing red, the stencil, the tags, everything is good to go. I've gone through everything, and so we are going to get started making some cards right now. Alrighty, let's start with card number 1, and I'm going to have to do this with a voiceover because everybody kept interrupting me when I was trying to do it live, so I had to basically start all over. So here's everything that we're going to use to make this card. I've got a 5x5 card base, and this is the sketch that we're going to use, and I'm going to change it up just a little bit because I want to make a shaker card. So I'm going to start using the lemon drop as my back. That's my background. It's just slightly smaller than the 5x5 card base, and then I'm also going to use this super cute, very bright paper, and that's cut just slightly smaller than the yellow. And then I've got the cloud paper, which I've cut down to just a little rectangle that goes in the middle. I'm showing you here my dies that I'm using. So I just grabbed a couple of circle dies from my stash that were as close together as I wanted to make them. I cut out some yellow topping. I've got this here, which is just a flat piece of double-sided foam. And then I've also got my acetate and a white background. So I created a little flag, and I have this little punch on the side that makes flags, but you could totally do it by hand. You don't need a punch for that. And then I also made the bow that I just kind of, I don't know, tied it around. I wanted to use the green and white twine, so I tied it around the flag. Now I'm just going to start layering everything together. I've put down my base. My 2 pattern papers are going to go down next. I want this right in the center, so it's a little bit different than the card sketch. And then I'm just going to start layering down the pieces that I'm going to use for my shaker. So first I'm going to put down the foam adhesive, and then I'm going to place the center. So if you use the same circles for the whole thing, everything's going to fit together perfectly. So I wanted to use the white paper for the background because I'm going to use the sequins in there, and I wanted you to be able to see them really good. I feel like against the pattern paper, they might have got lost. So that's why I chose to do it this way. So I'm going to fill the whole thing. I'm going to use the entire pack, remove the adhesive, place down my acetate, and then I'm going to use glue to place down the yellow circle on top. And that is going to make our shaker piece. Now for the image, I used some intense black ink. This was Simon Says ink. And then I also backed my sentiment on a piece of red cardstock. I'm going to place down, I'm showing you my little punch there. I'm going to place it, I popped it up with a little foam square there, the flag, and now we're going to put down the slide and the sentiment. So slide is just going to get put right on top of the acetate. And then the sentiment, I'm just going to pop up one of the corners just so it's even all the way across, using another one of my foam squares. Now all that's left is to add the enamel dots, and then that will complete our first card using this one was On the Playground. So that's collection 4. Very easy, very fast. I mean, this is a great card kit. I love these card kits. Here's a little close-up of this one. Smile, the world is your playground. Next, I'm going to be using the ones called Let's Hang Out. So this is collection number 2. And I'm going to take sketch number 2, and I'm going to kind of change it up just a little bit because I want to use this green leaf ribbon. So we are going to first start by taking our centerpiece here, which is where the jungle gym is going to go, and I kind of put a little pencil line on there just so that I knew where I wanted to have my jungle gym sit. I'm going to take this peeled paint Distress Oxide ink and our stencil that we got in the banana split level. And I'm just going to create some grass right here along the bottom. And this is just to give my little jungle gym a place to sit. Just kind of grounding it to the page. Set that kind of off to the side and kind of clean up my mess a little bit. And that is what that looks like. Now I want to attach my pieces, so all of my little layers here. So I've got the brown craft, and then I've got this real pretty pattern paper with the yellow hearts on it. I didn't want anything super busy back there because you're going to be mostly looking at what's on top. So now I'm going to add my focal point, which is my piece with the grass, and I'm going to add it right to the top, kind of right in the middle. Even though I know I'm going to be doing my leafy ribbon on the top and the bottom, so I'm not going to be able to pop it up. And then I forgot to do my clouds, so we're going to take a little bit of broken china, and I'm going to really barely have any of it on my brush because I want them to be kind of fluffy I don't want them to be like solid. So I'm just going to add a couple of clouds, which I should have done before I attached it to the card base, but I forgot. So there's our clouds, and then I'm going to add the leafy ribbon to the top and the bottom. So you see how the stripes are on sketch number 2, just kind of 2 on the side there. I kind of changed it up a little bit. So we're still doing the stripes, but we're doing them top and bottom. And I just showed you my score tape. So it's a 1/8 inch score tape, and I'm going to use that to attach my ribbon to the top and bottom. You can use glue, whatever works for you. I thought this would work pretty well, and it did. And then I just trimmed off the edges just to keep it even to the edges there. And you can use more tape or use a little bit of glue to make your leaves sit flat if it bothers you that they're kind of bunched up like that. But I like the dimension that it gives to your card, so I think it's really cool having them sitting up like that. Now we're going to attach our little jungle gym here, and I'm going to pop it up with some foam squares. And I'm also going to pop up the sentiment, and it says let's hang out 6 feet apart. I'm going to add some enamel dots, and that is going to do it for card number 2. Very cute, very easy. And see, just take those sketches that come and you can just kind of switch them up and do what you want with them. So you don't have to be exact. You can just play. So for the next card, I'm actually going to make 2. This technique that I'm going to show you, you can make 3 cards actually, and you've got plenty of die cuts, so if you want to follow this you can, and you'll make 3 cards out of this super easy. But I want to show you that I did stamp out the images and I colored them, and those I'm going to use in a future project. So this time we're going to use the die cuts. So I've got my A2 size card base, and it's a top folding. I cut out a piece of the black licorice as my base, and then I've got 3 pieces of the pattern paper, and they're all just slightly smaller than the black licorice panel. Yeah, panel. That's what I'm going to call. I'm going to take my little trimmer right here, and you can see the pattern here. So I'm just taking all 3 of them and I'm cutting them together. So you just got to be careful. Hang on to them pretty tight because they are, like I said, this is glossy paper and they can slide around a little bit. So you just kind of keep a good hold on them, and just follow the lines on the sketch if you want, or you can do your own type of lines, whatever makes you happy. But once you've got all 3 of these cuts and apart, you've got 3 different cards right there, all with basically the same style of card, but with 3 different configurations of paper. So that way you don't waste any of your paper. You've got lots and lots of die cuts here, so this is a great way to just kind of pump out a whole bunch of cards for you to, especially if you're getting ready for holidays, or if you want to, like, if you've got a bunch of birthdays during this time. Yeah, this is a great way to just make a whole bunch of cards. Each one of these I did trim down just a little bit because I wanted you to be able to see the black panel that I have in the back. So I showed you that just a little sliver off of there just so that you could see that there is a panel behind these. And then I decided to do the circle with the little white circle in the center because I didn't feel like you could really see the die cuts with the pattern paper that well. They kind of get lost, and I wanted them to pop out and shine. So I did pop up the center circle, the white one, and now I'm going to just place down a couple of my little die cuts here, and I think the watermelon one is cute, so I'm going to use both of them. I popped up the one in the front. I'm also going to pop up the sentiment, and I'm going to take one more of these little cute guys, and I'm going to place him as well. And then we've got a few of the enamel dots that I'm going to place down. And then that's going to do it for this one. And I'm just going to show you real quick the last one. I'm going to put together just the very, very end of it because it's pretty much the same way. This time I just used a different configuration of paper, and then I used a black circle from the black licorice and the white, and now I'm going to use this little guy here inside the picnic basket. And this one is a sentiment from an older Scrapping for Less card kit that had kind of a picnicky theme because I wanted another, so I didn't want to use the Miss You one because I wanted it to be more picnic-like. So it says, enjoy life, it's delicious. More of the dots, and there's both of those cards all done. Here's close-ups of them. They are so cute. This is a very quick way to do this. Next up, we have I believe this is our last card. Yep, this is card number 5. I'm going to be using the last set, which is called Pond Life. Yep, that one's Pond Life. And I wanted to use the stencil again. So I wanted to use kind of this one, the grass that looks kind of like a pond. So I stamped out my water, colored it in with my Copic markers. So I used just some blues to color that in, and I gave it kind of an edge around the top. And I decided to make this like a little scene where this little frog has his own little bench in his pond, and I'm going to decorate it, and he's watching his little paper boat, and it's his own little world right there. So I'm going to use that sketch there, which is sketch number 3, and I've already cut down the papers there. If you look on the sketch, it tells you exactly what the sizes are for each one of those pieces that I'm cutting out. So I decided to pop up and back the centerpiece with the brown craft cardstock just to give it a little bit of something. And now I'm just going to start placing down all my pieces. So I popped up the bench, put the little froggy on it. I've got a couple of these cattails that I should have done 3, but I only did 2. And then I'm going to pop up the boat. I'm going to back my sentiment on that same brown craft. I do want to add the little flowers to this one because this is the one that it came in, but these flowers actually go with every single one of these. You could use it on any of the cards that we made. So I'm just trying to kind of figure out where I want to put them. And this is where I'm going to end up. And then I've also placed down the enamel dots, and that is going to finish up our last card. So now I'm just going to kind of quickly go through all of the cards that we made today and kind of tell you a little bit about one other thing. So if you go on to the Scrapping for Less website, just got a couple of programs there that I wanted to make you aware of. One of them is like a mystery collection subscription where you receive like a little mini collection, but they're mystery to the subscribers, so you won't know what they are. And then there's another one that's called the You Pick 4 Paper Pad Club where you can sign up. You just email Teresa, sign up for that, and you can receive a code and a discount for purchasing 4 paper pads, because all of these papers you can get in full pads of paper. So then you also get entered into a drawing where you can win 4 paper pads the following month. I think I have that right. Don't quote me. Go check out the website and it'll tell you all about it. But I think that those are fabulous deals to go with these totally awesome card kits. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I can't wait to play with it some more and come back and show you some more cards. I hope you enjoy the hop that's going on to show off this card kit this month. And I will see you again real soon. Thanks for stopping by.